I am doing a channeling and auto writing from Winston Churchill. Today is the 22nd of September 2025. It's just after the great the banquet state dinner with Trump. We fought on the beaches, we fought in the seas, we fought in the air, and we fought in the trenches for the great nation of Great Britain. And now we have an internal invasion. The boats, they come across the seas. Boats come with loads and loads of invaders. Migrants, you call them. I say invaders. They invade the country on boats. They are welcomed with money. They're welcomed with houses. They're welcomed with health care. And yet they come, more and more invaders. Hundreds, thousands coming into the country, into the great nation, destroying I've lost him. He was so angry. Let me just get him back. Destroying the great British way of life. Destroying the freedoms that so many worked so hard to obtain. The leadership is weak. The leadership is pathetic. The leadership thinks only of themselves. They seek to enrich themselves. They do not seek the goodness, the greatest good of all. The leaders are inadequate. The leaders have failed. The leaders have allowed an internal invasion, the likes of which we have never seen. Close your eyes and you will wake up and you will see that Great Britain is no longer great, is no longer holding to the values which she once held so dear. We fought in the trenches, we fought on the beaches, we fought on the seas and in the air. We fought to keep Great Britain great. We fought to keep our country free, to keep our people free, to seek to take care of those in need, those most vulnerable in our communities. And yet now that has all been for naught. We simply open the borders. We simply open the gates. We simply allow in a force that does not belong, that does not earn its place in our great country, does not contribute, does not enrich. And yes, some of the immigrants are decent and wonderful and do add to the deep tapestry of the nation, but many are thugs, many are gangsters, many are sadists, many are violent. How can any government look itself in the eye and allow such violence into the country, allow people who will misuse the funds of the country? How can any government sleep at night allowing this invasion, this quiet internal invasion? We held back those with guns and bombs, and yet the current generation holds open the door for destruction. Women and children no longer safe in the street. Old people no longer receiving the care they need because finances are going to these invaders who are changing the very fabric of the Great Britain, making it so that it is no longer great. Our allies in America have made some very difficult decisions. They've made some difficult decisions to halt the invasion force coming through the borders. Not everybody who comes has nefarious intentions, but the end result is that there's less for the public, for those who've been honourable citizens. There are not limitless reserves of money and infrastructure and resources for these non-citizens to come into and make use of. Limited resources means we need to take care of our people, take care of our own. And this is not a disparagement of those who are from other nations who need help. It's not a disparagement of them at all. But first, we must help those who have helped us, those who have worked tirelessly their whole lives, who've given of themselves to this country, to this nation, in their hard-earned sweat and tears, their taxes, their kindness, their commitment, their loyalty, and now, in the sunset years of their lives, they find there is no help for them, no help from the government, no help from neighbours, no help from anyone, because the resources have run out. The resources have been squandered. The resources have simply been given to those who do not belong, those who refuse to commit to the great British way of life, those who cling on to their own lifestyles, their own religion, their own processes, their own violent ways. Violence should never be the answer in our streets. Violence should be condemned at the highest level. Violence should not be tolerated, and people who cannot live within the laws of this country should be returned. They should be returned to where they came from, and they should actually never be allowed in the first place. They should never be allowed in the first place. Priority must be given to the citizens. Priority must be given to our own. And that is the great British way. That is the might of the Commonwealth. That is the heart of the nation. We must protect our own. We must look after our own. We must reward our own. Those who are now old and in need of help, they need our help. They need the help of the government. They need the help of the social services. They need the help of medical care. And right now, they are not getting any rewards for their service, their their loyalty, their decades of doing the right thing, of paying taxes, of following the laws. They trusted in good faith that when they came to their twilight years, that the government would provide whatever resources needed to take care of them, and instead those resources are being squandered, with hundreds of thousands being allowed in. It's like a silent invasion. What was it all for? What was all the wars and the bombs and the fights for? If now we just open everything, open the borders, allow an invasion in, what was it all for? There is still time to turn the tide. There is still time to turn things around. But those in government must make some tough decisions. They must stem the tide of the invasion, and they must allow the people of Great Britain to feel like they are cherished, and to actually cherish them, because they are the ones who belong in the country and who deserve to be taken care of, now and always. May God go with you through these difficult times. And he's gone. Wow. He's cross. He's very, very cross. All right, my lovelies, what do you think of that? He has been in my energy a bit for about a week and a half, so he has been wanting to come through. So, very interesting. And, yeah, let me know what you think of what he said. Do you think he's right? Do you think he's wrong? And how do you think he would have handled things? Next time I'll ask him, I'll say to him, how would you have handled things if you were still the Prime Minister? And, yeah, take care. And sending you all love and blessings. And may the angels walk with you now and always.